Good morning, Zio here, and today we're talking Google. It is a very special day because Google, the makers of Google Stadia and Google Lens and about 15 other failed projects, have come together to bring you a brand new project, a project that is light years beyond anything you have ever dreamed. They have decided that they're going to enter the arena once again of gaming, and in this arena they are going to provide services for all those game makers out there, all those developers, all those publishers to launch their titles at record speed. Can they do it? Will they be able to hold out? Will it last more than 3 years? Only time will tell. And joining me today is D-Pad Chud.
Hello, and
welcome, wake up, and we're rolling that intro. So grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? And that is right, Google for Games. The intro is now over, Chad. You're welcome to speak. He has no idea what's going on because I literally found this, plugged it into Guilded, and said, Chad, join me. I know you just woke up. I know you have no idea what's living and what is dead, but get your ass in this thing and talk with me about it.
okay.
So here he is. So we're going to do the classic read this article, and you're going to input your stuff because I have ranted about Stadia for so long. There's a playlist. If you hadn't seen it, go check out the Google Stadia Chronicles. But here we go. Google Cloud is unveiling its new gaming strategy, dubbed the Google Cloud for Live Games. It means it will use its global infrastructure to enable game companies to be more agile. And it recognizes that despite the failures of its own Google Stadia cloud gaming service, the cloud is critical to the operations of all modern game companies, including the live service games, quote unquote, from Fortnite to Warzone to Genshin Impact, that are taking over much of the industry. So what do you think so far?
So here's my problem. I know about Google's infrastructure, and it's powerful with stuff like hosting videos and hosting like software, but streaming, it sucks. Like it, and all these other companies already have that. Why would they go to a inferior framework when they have superior framework?
Exactly. Why in the world would Epic Games want to bring their game to Google services when they've already done it but better? Like seriously, Google is going to have to make it worth their while.
On top of that, we're talking, okay, well, hey, let's give a cut of our profits to Google because reasons?
Yeah, I mean, they had a fight over Apple not that long ago. I don't think they want to do anything with Google either. Anyway, let's continue. It makes sense that Google Cloud Live Services technology, which has powered the likes of YouTube and Google Search, can enable game companies to pull off flawless launches and scale up to millions of users without skipping a beat, said Jack Booser, Director of Game Industry Solutions at Google Cloud, in an interview with GamesBeat.
Oh,
some Google Cloud customers in gaming. Okay.
Hold up. So let me say this too, because I didn't think about this till you said YouTube. My turn to rant.
YouTube gets a gaming function.
These dumb motherfuckers think that these companies are going to be dumb enough to pull an Ubisoft, because let's be real, it's going to be a freaking Ubisoft situation where Google is going to be like, you can use our service, our superior service, quote unquote, and but you'll have to they'll probably demand censorship of any sort of text chat, voice chat. Oh, little Timmy, you said a bad word in a Call of Duty lobby. Into the gulag with you.
Oh, you must have missed the memo. Ubisoft already does that.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying. But Google would probably do that on a scale, on a larger scale for various gaming services, because they do it on YouTube. I mean, obviously not the like actual like, you know, what do you call it? Not the actual arresting of people. That's a European thing. And but still, they would. I guarantee you, they would do the censorship bullshit that YouTube does across the video game sphere.
No, yeah, I'm sure they'll have their own things. Anyway, so apparently this article says if you recognize the name Boozer, which no, I do not. I have no idea who the hell this guy is, but it is going to tell me he was the head of PlayStation Home's virtual world back in the day. So that I had to also look up. Virtual Home apparently was a virtual 3D social gaming platform developed for Sony Computer Entertainment London studio for the PS3, or developed by for the PS3. Now, on the PS network, it was accessible from the PS2 cross-media bar. Anyway, point is, I owned a PlayStation 3, so, you know I'm an Xbox PC fan, blah, blah, blah. I've owned PlayStations too. Don't worry, people, you Sony ponies. But here's one thing that Sony has always sucked at. Social anything. Seriously, apparently they had a 3D virtual social gaming platform built into their PS3's X-Cross Media Bar thingy. And I didn't even know it existed because the PlayStation has always sucked when it comes to communication with other people, even to this day. Compared to Xbox, it blows donkey dick. Anyway, so this is why I don't know who this Boozer guy is, because if that's his accomplishment, I'm sorry, it's not big of one. For a thing that nobody hardly probably ever really knew. Now, I know somebody out there, Timmy, I got it. You were the one person who used it. We got it. We understand. We don't give a damn. The point is, nobody else did. Okay? And anyway, so this guy is apparently going to be heading this thing, it looks like. But he has switched over to Google Cloud a couple of years ago to help Google take the tech from its Stadia service and bring it to all gaming companies. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the Google Stadia service, since I'm sure we all need a refresher real quick. Google Stadia launched. It was, that's a thing. I, on the other hand, was one of the skeptics, and I was proven right later on because it did everything that it could not to properly implement Stadia anywhere. Like, seriously, it was essentially sticking the stick in the spokes of its bicycle tire on purpose, it felt like, because of every move, every asinine move that they made that they could have propelled Stadia further, they just didn't take it. But anyway, and if this guy has been part of that this entire time, God help this service. Now, anyone who is, of course, using Google Cloud, whatever thing that they currently have right now, I'm sure it's not going to be hard to get them to carry over to this new whatever cloud thing that they're trying to push, right? But everybody else, they're not. Like, this lists several companies that apparently some Google Cloud customers in gaming, right? Like Activision Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Copla, Comms2, Embracer Group, King, of course, with Activision Blizzard, Netmarble, Niantic. And Niantic, of course, is because of Pokemon Go and the infrastructure they're actually using with Google Maps, right? You've got Nintendo, which has a horrible online service. Like, Nintendo, I love Nintendo to death, but Nintendo sucks in the online space too, just as much as PlayStation. Well, okay, no. worse than PlayStation, but still. Apparently Sega, I don't know what they're doing unless it's Phantasy Star Online is somehow being hosted through, I guess, Google servers. Square Enix and 2K and Ubisoft.
Count it. I didn't even see that.
So,
I actually didn't scroll down to see that till just now.
I'm not 100% sure how much of that of Google cloud services they're using. I feel like maybe they're renting server space more than anything, because Activision Blizzard, what the fuck would it be using Google for? Well, it's probably using it for WoW and Diablo, right? And Call of Duty, because Activision, and anything King, and it's probably using server space, but not exactly a cloud infrastructure to the likes of what they're trying to put together right now using Stadia.
Also, I want to say this real quick. They're being very deceptive in what they're presenting here. Activision Blizzard, King, Embracer Group, Niantic, Nintendo, and Sega all have mobile games.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you that's what they're talking about. That's
probably exactly what they're talking about more than anything. Like Activision Blizzard has Diablo Immortals, which is now on the mobile. King, that is your Candy Crushes. Niantic, again, Pokemon Go. Nintendo has several Nintendo-themed mini thingies.
Has their Mario, their Mario Go, basically.
Sega has their stuff on there, right? You can buy Sonic Episode 1, 2, or something like that actually in the Google Play Store right now.
That and they have a Sonic like pyramid run game where you swipe left or right to dodge.
Yeah. Square Enix has a mobile port of a lot of their older Final Fantasy games, which is dog shit, by the way. If anyone cares, I mean, if you've got to have your Final Fantasy fix, that's fine. My suggestion is to download something called like the My Boy or whatever it is, My Game Boy. I can't remember what the damn thing is called. Give me a second. My Old Boy free version or something of that effect. A virtual console. Essentially, it's an emulator, right? And put the ROMs onto your phone, because it's a much better experience than what they put on there. But that's just me. I'm sure 2K has their stuff, and Ubisoft has like an Assassin's Creed version of the same game that is everywhere else. It's just skinned, like Assassin's Creed. And Bandai Namco has some of their old stuff on there as well. And that's probably where they're getting this list from, now that you mentioned it, because I kind of forgot all of that stuff. But that's probably where they're getting the list from.
As soon as I saw King and Niantic, I was like, wait a minute, those are mobile companies. Because this is just a list of their mobile market.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I saw Activision Blizzard there, and I was just like, that doesn't sound right. I am pretty sure that the WoW servers aren't, like Google's. But I could have been wrong. I just could have just not known. Maybe they made a shift somewhere, but they do have Diablo Immortals. That would be their mobile foray, and they're working on other things for the mobile market. But anyway, so let's see. What else did they say? The Google leadership decided they wanted to have a global games organization, and they tapped me to come on over and lead it. I am so sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I'm not going to look up Boozer here. I don't give a damn about Boozer. Okay? But this article's greatest accomplishment that it felt the need to list is a piece of shit virtual thing for the PS3 that nobody really ever used, more than likely. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry that his name's Boozer.
Seriously,
Poor guy.
Couldn't it be something good like Bowser? At least Nintendo has a fucking Bowser at the helm, for crying out loud.
I know.
Anyway, it's been a wild ride. I'm sure it will be. And I'm sure this guy knows what he's doing somewhere, some way. But if they handle it anything like they did Stadia, this is not going to go for very long.
Don't worry, they'll get that insurance claim.
What it is they'll just roll it into their mobile stuff, right? So it will always stay afloat because the mobile market exists. That's it. Like they'll never actually go any further than that or something, or that will be what they turn this into, right? Anyway,
that was about success.
That was about the time when games started shifting from single player game launches once every 5 years or so to online gaming experiences that players could return to every day and always find new content. Wait, what the fuck? Okay. What? Oh, this is a insert. God damn it, I hate it when they do that crap. It's like you've got this paragraph here. They end the paragraph, start a new paragraph with a quote. And it's just a few it's like one sentence of a quote, and then they continue the paragraph from the previous thing. Okay, yeah, so we're talking about 2016, right? And yeah, okay, I guess that makes sense. Let's see. And as computing demands grew, big gaming companies went to Google for help. The rise of mobile games multiplied their value of live service games. Mobile games star Supercell generation 1.9 billion in revenue last year. What the fuck is that? Anyway, from five live service games, Supercell. Mobile gaming star. Oh, Supercell is the company. Duh, I know who Supercell is. Okay. And the newest of which was 4 years old. Yeah, they made 1.9 billion in revenue from their Tax Me Daddy live service games every 5 seconds. Yeah, they're like Candy Crush. They make a lot of money. I'm not gonna diss them for that. They're good at it. And they're predatory. But let's see. We'll go with another quote. The top games are all live services, all of them, Boozer said. So whether it's a massive multiplayer online game, or whether it's a live service mobile game, or whether it be a battle royale, Boozer said, the common thread is that these games are being updated over the long term based on player behavior and wants and desires. Except for wow. Gosh, sorry. I didn't mean to cough right there. Anyway, let's see. You have to understand your players. You got to be able to not just attract them into the game, but retain them for long periods of time. It is very different from the old cartridge and optical disc days. That's it. Then they talk about the Stadia demise.
Yep. So let me translate.
Okay.
Let me translate that. We're now more lazy than ever before, so we're going to do the least amount of work to con you out of money and not make newer games.
We're going to help companies con you out of money.
Yeah.
Actually, there is a core focus down here. I need to plug up my my mouse for a second. But the three strategy areas for Google Cloud is focusing on three strategy areas that are critical for powering live games. Service players everywhere. Service players everywhere. Google Cloud helps develop, connect players with games servers built on the world's largest, most secure network. Collect and optimize game data. Live games can't forget players' progress. Easily store critical games and player data at a massive scale with extremely low latency necessary. Unlock players and game insights. Google Cloud helps develop and understand what works to find and retail players with Google Analysts and AI. All right, that's it. That's all we got. Oh, we're going.
So you know what I heard in that? Nothing about video games.
Well, yeah, they're going to analyze everybody. They're going to know that you're more likely to actually purchase something after you've played at least 2 levels before they can ramp it up artificially on you. They're going to provide server space for companies. The only problem here is, unless they make it worth their while, the companies are already doing it. They've got their own stuff. Whether it's using Amazon server space or something else. I mean, it's Google, you have competitors for this space. You've got the companies themselves. You've got Amazon, of all people. And Stadia didn't do so hot unless you lived in a city with a direct connection into something, or you were using the newest Google phone. Stadia was hot garbage for anyone else. The only upside to Stadia at any point in time was it was the only Cyberpunk 2077 port on release that could play. That was it. That was like its only highlight the entire time that it existed.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see how Google does this. It really is. Anyway, you got anything else to say about this?
I'm gonna have to go to the store for some marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers so we can get some s'mores going for this dumpster fire.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I actually have some in the kitchen. Maybe we should just go check that out real quick. We can... I need some sticks. Somebody needs to go get us sticks.
All right, I'll go out to the yard.
Yeah, go out there to the woods, get us sticks, and let's go ahead and start the celebration. Wow, Google again, $1 late and a day short. Yeah, I know that's not how that goes, but that's what it feels like when it comes to Google and them doing anything in the gaming market.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I can't with this. I can't. Oh. Anyway, anything else you'd like to say real quick since I drug you in here to listen to me rant mostly?
Subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to those videos. He's desperate for the viewership.
Oh yeah,
He'll do anything for you.
I will do absolutely anything on TikTok. You know.
Oh God, don't say that. People will take you up on that.
Yeah, I know they would. They'd go ahead and like tag me and shit to react to or something. It'd be fun.
Be hilarious.
I'll do a TikTok dance maybe. Yeah, that ain't happening.
See you going ew ew.
Okay,
I got nothing.
All right, go check out D-Pad Chad over on Rumble, the only place where I can say fuck in the first 2 minutes and it's okay. Anything else?
Yep, I fucking do it a lot.
Yes, he does. All right, we will see you in the next one.